Mr. Ben Llewelyn-Jones, British Deputy High Commissioner to Nigeria, has urged Nigerians to respect the electoral process. Llewellyn-Jones made the call in an interview with the news agency of Nigeria, NAN, at the British Commission's residence in Ikoyi, Lagos. He urged politicians to resolve their grievances in a peaceful way and avoid heating the polity and violence.
I would say respect the process. The new technology is there to make sure that people can vote and they come out and vote. So respect the process, encourage people to vote, respect the technology. If you have a dispute with what's happened, use legal processes, use peaceful processes. If your supporters are angry, encourage peaceful protest. Don't allow violent protest. In fact, actively say to people, not in my name, I don't want to see violence. Be responsible. I'd say also, and very importantly, don't buy votes. Treat honestly with people. Don't cheapen the process by trying to buy people's votes. The right thing to do is to say, vote for me because of what I will do, not because of what I would give you today. And I think it's really important people do that for the right reasons and also because it's a criminal act. And of course, we, the UK, take very seriously crimes that are committed around this. Corruption, bribery and violence, very, very, very serious crimes for people who might intend to travel to the UK at some point in the future.
Llewellyn-Jones said that since 2019, the UK government had spent over £10 million working with the Independent National Electoral Commission, capacity building institutions, civil societies, amongst others.
Well, we've been working very closely with INEC. We've spent around £10 million UK since 2019, working not just with INEC, but with INEC, firstly on the Electoral Act, making sure that that's had the best advice possible, civil society could support it. Secondly, on institution and capacity building. And then thirdly, working with the civil society observers who will be supporting INEC, be their eyes and ears, if you like, feeding back to INEC. So there's lots we've done with INEC, and we are really impressed by the steps that have been taken. We know there's a lot to do. It's a really busy 2-week run-up period now for INEC, lots of logistical challenges. But INEC's very experienced at overcoming those challenges, and the chairman's been very clear he intends to have the election on the 25th, and we very much support that. So very much have been supporting INEC up to this point, have confidence in INEC, and we really encourage Nigerians to cooperate with INEC, support INEC as they move ahead. There are always challenges. It's a very difficult country in which to have an election to the scale with which Nigerians will have. Electoral materials might arrive slightly late, some things might be more difficult, but please support INEC as they try and move ahead. It's really important.
The UK envoy expressed confidence that the forthcoming elections would be peaceful and fair.
So I've been watching elections in Nigeria since 2014. I've had 5.5 years in Nigeria on and off, and so this is not my first electoral period. And what I'd say is every election in Nigeria since '99, I'd say, has been an improvement. There's been change, there's been development, more assurance, more confidence from the voters. And I'm confident that 2023 will be, again, a step forward. And I think the technology that's been introduced is a big part of that in removing voter fraud, making it very, very hard for people to rig the election. I think the technology we have today, just smartphones, more transparency, civil society engaged in a way that in the past would have been more difficult, and election observers like us. We will be observing the election too. So I'm really hopeful about these elections, and I think the key thing is that Nigerians vote, and secondly, they do so in a peaceful environment, and thirdly, that their votes count, that the election process is credible, and we support that, so Nigerians get to choose their leaders. We, the UK, don't mind who wins the Nigerian election. Our focus is on the process and making sure Nigerians choose their leader.